know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On first down, Stafford here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
First down.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. A first down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clock.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Forced out to his left. Looking deep here for Ebron. Now the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Ball carrier. He was
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons 0.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 16-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Henry. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry trucks over him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Falcons 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
4 yards on the...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A pass there complete to Westbrook, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Falcons nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They keep it with Henry on first down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw. The open man is Westbrook.
The pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the busy night for Henry continues. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Stafford, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Buccaneers 31. Falcons nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Complete to
KJ Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
The kick
and it's
good.
Up and good.
Makes the score Buccaneers 38. Falcons.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Buccaneers 45, Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And now here is another interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Eluding the pressure right, and this is going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
7.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers' 34-yard line.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Room to run inside the 40. And just shutting him off, Derrick Henry.
If you were me, you.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Intended for
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's third down. Ebron's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 41.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 2-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them